This basic differential controller uses thermistors to sense a difference in temperature between collector and storage, and an indicator lamp to indicate that temperature differential. When the collector temperature is higher than the storage temperature, a pump is activated to transfer collected solar heat into a heat storage facility. Since thermistor resistance decreases as temperature increases, a set of thermistors may be connected in series to a known voltage source. If a 5-volt regulator is used across the divider and both thermistors have the same temperature, the midway junction output would be 2.5 volts. As collector temperature increases with respect to storage temperature, the voltage at the common junction will also increase. When the voltage at the common junction is sufficiently high, a relay is activated, which turns on a pump to collect solar heat from a collector and deposit that heat into a heat storage facility. A differential of 0.1 volts represents a temperature difference of 3 degrees. So, when the common junction voltage changes from 2.5 volts to 3 volts, a voltage differential of 0.5 volts indicates a temperature differential of 3 times 5 or 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now let's see this differential indicator in action.
The difference between the temperature of these probes gets less, it'll turn the pump off. And you can see at 2.64 volts the green light is dim and the pump comes off. That represents a temperature of between 3 and 4 degrees. And that's a fairly good setting for a differential controller, but you can adjust that. If we turn it in the other direction, if we turn it totally clockwise, counterclockwise, I'm sorry, if we turn it totally clockwise, it's going to take a lot more heat to turn that on. Now you might say, well, what do you want to do that for? Well, if you have a photovoltaic system, you only want to, with very limited power resources, you want to conserve as much energy as possible. So you only want to turn that pump on when that collector gets good and hot. Now you can see we've already increased the voltage at the common junction. It's 3.4 volts, and that turns the pump on. That's a differential of between 25 and 30 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see now the temperature starting to drop. So at a differential temperature of 15 degrees, the pump shuts off. Anyway, that's how we can adjust the controller, and we can actually observe the differential between the collector temperature and the storage temperature by observing the intensity of the green lamp. Okay, well, that's the basic idea.